probably turn that down. Oh my gosh. All right. So, very much a pop-up stream. Very much a get your butt back in gear type of thing. I got my girl India in the comments. She knows what this is all about. We are accountability partners. We're part of a little mastermind together. And basically it was like, hey, sometimes you just got to do this, okay? Literally the last time I went live, I said the exact same thing. I haven't been live since, have I? So, quick question for y'all. Need some help. Doug, Smackdown Outdoors, chilling with the dogs, watching Mel on the big screen. I love it. Okay, do me a favor. We got all kinds of friends in the house. This is fantastic. Shayna said she didn't see my notification, probably because I literally just scheduled the dang thing. I just scheduled it. I mean, I've been so busy all day. I've been trying to schedule it. Finally, I said, screw it. Don't have a thumbnail once again. So the thumbnail says this is a thumbnail. Whatever. We're here, right? So I am I'm ready to do this, but I'm also not. So bear with me. So one of the things that really stinks is when you get off track is your technology can also get off track. So every time we're messing with stuff, restarting computers, all those crazy things get out of sync. So for example, if you're I use multiple technologies together, and that makes it more complicated, much more complicated. So with that being said, the challenge is that I have to get either reacclimated or I also have to kind of dust all the bunnies, get the dust bunnies off. Anyway, so I need to know this. Make sure I don't have an echo. Make sure the music isn't echoing. You should still be able to hear the music lightly. I can't hear it in my head, my ears, because I don't have headphones in right now because I'm going to wear these and I just don't have them on yet. So I'm going to put them on. So I haven't been live for a while. Not going to get too crazy about it. I'm so excited though that you all are here and you show up even though it's random and you have no clue what we're going to talk about. Quite frankly, I'm not 100% sure we're going to talk about, but we are going to have a conversation. Cocktails and conversations. Something I got to say that's really funny. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate that. Thank you, India. Good deal. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Doug, as well. So appreciate it. Real quick, Shayna says new background. Yeah. So I rearranged the office a while back because I needed to change it. Many of you, this works, right? There's so many cool things I was able to do with the old setup. Stand-up desk, dance, stand-up. I had to kind of do one of these. I had to kind of say, the clutter was killing me. The cube wall, if you all remember the big cube wall, all that, right? If you're new to the channel, go back and watch some old videos. You'll see it. Looked super cool. Looked dope as hell. Did I just say dope? I said dope. I did just say dope. I don't know where that came from, but it is what it is. This is the first cocktail, just so you know, so it's not because of that. Anyway, I kind of just had to say, and I'm saying this because I want to share with you that sometimes you may have to do the same thing. Sometimes we just have to make sacrifices. Every once in a while, we have to sacrifice what might be great and wonderful if it's causing a problem somewhere else. I say this all the time. I used to say this all the time. Your schedule. When's the best time to go live? The best time to go live is when you can freaking go live. That's what I say. And right now, for me, that is very much, unfortunately, a lot more unplanned than it used to be. I am way busier than I was. I took a full-time job, so it's very consuming. And so my live schedule used to be very consistent weekdays. I had a lot of time on a lot of freedom to my schedule. I don't have that anymore. So I've had to change that. And I've had a hard time mentally being okay with that, which is why I've not been going live very much. And here we are. And as I used to always say to you all, 1 week turns into 1 month, and then 1 month turns into 3 months, and then 3 months turns into 6 months. And that's where we are, almost a year. This all changed for me April of last year. I cannot believe it's been that long. I've gone live like hardly at all since April last year. So anyway, the background had to change as well because Shayna, even though I liked my old background and I liked the setup, it was actually just causing problems for me. I need space. I need organization. I needed to open this up. If you were able to see it, actually you can, hold on. So if you look, this is a shared space. It's my downstairs living room. That desk was like in the middle of this floor and it was a problem. Every time I walked in from the garage, I was like, ugh, there's just crap, clutter. It felt heavy. So I changed it all up. I opened my space up, and here we are. Do I love the background as much? I think there's some cool things about it. I also think there's some not so cool things about it, right? Is it perfect? No, but that's what it is. It is what it is. We're here hanging out, and if you're here for my background, you're on the wrong channel. That's what I'll say. Now, granted, you might be here because it's cool and you like the lights and all that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, if the new background really is like truly affecting you, then you're probably at the wrong channel. Doug says, Team Cube Wall. I know, everyone loved the cube wall, but I just had to get rid of it. It was too much furniture. It was just too much, and it was really driving me crazy. So that's where that was. Mark Slusher's here. What's up, Mark? From Endpoint Creative. Good to see you. Let's see. Robin says, it's extremely hard to judge a full-time job in live streams, at least for me. Yes, sister, 100%. In fact, when I used to give everybody feedback, people would talk about like, you know, oh, I can't be consistent. I would always say, you got to do what you can do. Strive for something, strive for consistency. But it is hard when your channel or your side hustle is a side hustle. I am living that right now, 100%. And I hear it, I feel it, I see you. It's been hard for me, but I also am literally like starving, like not literally starving, but emotionally starving for that creativity again, that creative outlet. And you all, I miss you all. This is like so fun for me to see you all back here again. And Neil, I think you're newer to my world, right? So a lot of these people, CK's here as well. She says, so glad you're live when you can be. That's what she means, not love. By the way, she must be on her phone because whenever I type live, I swear to God, it always changes it to love. I always say like love stream instead of live stream. It's kind of creepy. Hopefully YouTube doesn't shut me down for saying that, but it's not that kind of channel. Claire's here. So hello again, some newer people to my world. But many of you have been here forever. And so I will say this, those of you that have been here forever, thank you so much. I super appreciate your patience. I get DMs actually quite often where people are saying, haven't seen you go live for a while. I haven't seen your content. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Everything's great. It's quite frankly been a really great year. It just took some of me away. And I am not okay with that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. And that's why we're random, right? We're going to be random today. What I thought I would do, I was talking with India in my mastermind today, along with some other ladies, and they were all just like, just don't, like, who cares? Just get out there. Just go. When can you do it? And I was like, today. I mean, today. I'll do it today. And then I used to think this all the time, and I'd be like, what am I going to talk about? I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I know one thing. If this is proof at all how busy I've been and how truly busy I've been, this thing's still in the box. I bought this weeks ago. I think I saw James here too, by the way. I got to say hey to James. And, you know, Dr. Elo is here as well in the house. What's up? David says a live Melanie is much better than a non-live Melanie. You might be the sweetest person in the world right now, Mr. Hunt. I mean, seriously. Thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. Again, appreciate all of your support. So, as you all know, the old me would have had this thing like open in the freaking car practically on the way home from Best Buy. In fact, one time, well, multiple times, I've been known multiple times to drive 60 minutes to 90 minutes away to pick up a piece of gear because I didn't want to wait to have it shipped, even though it would arrive the next day, because I'm that excited about gear. I love gear. I love it. That goes to prove to you how busy I've been. Haven't even had a chance to open this thing up. In fact, I'm a little terrified to try to set it up, but I figure we might. But a couple of things I wanted to talk about, actually. So knowing that I may do a bit of, actual tech stuff, there's something I made and I got it ready and oops, I did make it. And then I realized the file was too large. So I always think it's a really good idea, by the way. If you're ever going to do any kind of tech, anything live, period, whether it's an unboxing or heck, honestly, everybody should have this anyway, no matter what, is a be right back screen. So you always need a be right back screen. And if you're using an application like I am, I'm using StreamYard today. This is definitely powered by StreamYard. I love StreamYard because it's really easy and really simple if you want a simple solution, but it's also really robust if you want a robust solution. There's other live streaming applications out there, and many of you are Ecamm users. I think Ecamm is freaking awesome. I actually am not a Mac user, but Ecamm is so awesome. vMix is awesome. Heck, just OBS really is great. However, they require a bit of a learning curve, right? And that they can be a little bit complicated. Super cool, super awesome apps. But what I love about StreamYard is you get the balance. Now, you have some limitations, of course, with it, but I do love StreamYard. It is my absolute go-to application. And just for all you all know, just so that you all know, my StreamYard show is coming back. It's actually returning this Friday. I will be live on the StreamYard channel every other Friday, starting this Friday. And it's a marketing show. It's not just about live streaming. It's about marketing. So we are going to be having special guests. It's going to be super awesome. So just wanted to kind of make sure everybody knows that we are powered by StreamYard. You can learn more at melanie.com/StreamYard. I've got that down in the bottom. You can get a free 14-day trial if you want that there. I am a partner, so you do get that special 14-day free trial. So just had to say that, get that out of the way so that y'all know what I'm using. But the reason I was saying that is because I also like how easy it is to, on the fly, make quick adjustments and changes. Great, now my computer's going to get weird on us. But one of the things you should always have ready is a be right back screen. So let me share my screen really quick. Super easy to do this. Shared my screen. So here we have Canva. I'm going to take this banner down because I think y'all know it. This is a random stream at this point and we're good, right? So, okay. Yeah, this is funny. Doug says, vMix is a beast, but you better have time to learn it. Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Marcus says, if I have a be right back screen, you will see my empty chair. Hey, there you go, right? There you go. A couple shout outs for StreamYard. Super fun. So Claire's a user of StreamYard. Yeah, it is. It's so easy to navigate. That's what I love about it. Okay. So Claire says, I love the idea of a be right back screen. So I literally went to Canva right before the show and I was like, I need to make a quick be right back screen because we're doing a tech show. If I'm doing anything tech, then I absolutely need to have a be right back screen because it is possible I'm going to have to restart my computer. I'm going to be installing something. I'm going to be adding something. I may have to restart my computer. One of the beautiful things about StreamYard is that it's browser-based. It is in the cloud. It is controlled in the cloud. If you lose power, if your internet goes out, or you have to restart your computer, your stream does not quit. On the other solutions, it would quit. Not here. It is not going to quit here. So my point is that when you make a be right back screen and I need to restart my computer, I would pull that screen up and then I would restart my computer, open StreamYard, the stream would still be live, and there we would go. And I would come back and I would turn that off. So I wanted to make it really fast. So I went into Canva. I mean, you have so many cool things. This obviously is super on brand for me with the neon lights. So I made it really fast. But I need to download it as an actual file, a video file, which I will do. And it's going to take forever. Sometimes it takes a minute. So be right back screen's going to come up. Claire says, oh, I didn't know that. There you go. Now you know. So that is actually one of the cool things about StreamYard is that it is not going to quit your stream. So that's downloading right now. Once that's done, I am going to upload it so you'll see what it is. It's just a video with no sound. Super simple, super easy. I'll pull it up. And we'll kind of go from there. By the way, this is a Cocktails and Conversations stream. I have kind of had a vision to have a Cocktails and Conversations type of stream or piece of content for a really, really long time. I've gone live. I've done random lives before. I used to call them hangouts, live hangouts, where I would work on something and play music and I'd have a cocktail and talk to y'all. But I've always wanted it to be a little more formal, kind of like if we were hanging out at the bar, what kind of real talk would we be having as creators? What kind of real talk would we be having as entrepreneurs, as single moms who are juggling all the things, right? I mean, what kind of conversations would we have if we were literally the common thread is we're creating content, we're business owners, we're entrepreneurs, we're aspiring business owners, whatever that might be. But there are common threads. We are out here putting ourselves out there. And I always used to think, I love those conversations. if I go to conferences and I meet you all, if I meet people, those are the conversations we're having. We're at the bar hanging out, or we're hanging out in the hallway after a presentation, and those are the conversations we're having. It may not be what my channel is about, but sometimes I think it just should be. So anyway, my point is that I've always been like, I think I should have a show called Cocktails and Conversations. In fact, if James Hicks is here, he knows I've been talking about this for a long time. I used to go live in the middle of the day. Not that I am scared to drink in the middle of the day. It's just to commit to a Cocktails and Conversations live stream in the middle of the day is sometimes you feel like it and sometimes you don't. And sometimes if you do it, you're going to need a nap. And so I didn't really want to commit to that kind of show. But every once in a while, we may do a Cocktails and Conversations until we see if it's going to take off. So there you go. Okay, let me get this Be Right Back downloaded. And then I am going to... This is actually a true story. James says, I've delivered Tito's to Mel's house. This is actually a true story. He absolutely did. God, I forgot about that. I actually forgot about that. That's really funny. It's been a while. So coffee. Yep. Claire's having coffee. That's fine too. Totally fine. We would have a cocktail at a different time of the day for you. Although I'm not afraid of a 9 a.m. cocktail, especially on a Saturday morning. A good mimosa. Pretty good for the soul, honestly. Okay, here we go. This is what we're going to do. I need to get this uploaded so that it's there, and I'll show it to you all. One of the cool things about StreamYard that they changed in the last year is they added a video looping feature. And what the video looping feature does is it actually allows you to, right now, like if you don't have the looping turned on, it'll play a video, it'll take over the screen, and when that video is done, it just goes down and you're back on stream. The looping feature will keep it going until you click it again and take it down, which is very similar to how the overlay feature works, right? You click the overlay, it displays it, then you click it again and it takes it down. So the video feature with the looping will allow me to just make an easy 10-second video, and it's just going to stay, it's going to keep replaying. So the Be Right Back, because sometimes you don't know how long you're going to be gone, you need it to be a looping video, unless you just make some 10-minute Be Right Back screen, which is overkill from a file standpoint. So here's the Be Right Back video that I made that you would be, this is what it would look like. Now I'm curious, you should still be able to hear me. I'm curious to see what it looks like at the end here. Oh, it's so seamless. Okay, so let's talk about this for a sec. Those of you that use Canva, I gotta share this. So when you go to something already used, almost always it is going to be timed. When you see something like this that you see here, it is going to be timed as if you were making a GIF file without a glitch. So this one is. So this one would be, this one probably is as well, where it's just automatically going to make this perfect. So if you, what I'm getting at here is, this is only a 10-second video. At that 10 seconds, the colors were lined up exactly where the start of the video was. So when it loops, it just creates a continuous loop of the graphic. Sometimes when you don't have that, it's gonna glitch as it starts over. Those of you that make this stuff, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's one thing that's cool. So I wasn't sure how that was gonna work out. And there it is. So Claire says smooth. There you go. There you go. Okay. All right, let's see. Neil says, I'm still in dry January, so I'll be having my amazing sparkling water martini. There you go. Sparkling water is definitely a really good go-to if you're just trying to cut back, or you feel like you didn't want to, if you're cutting back or you don't want to drink as much, or maybe you have to work and other people are drinking, whatever. It's Party Lime says, how did you have the transparent countdown on StreamYard? Okay. It's a trick. It's actually a trick. All right. This is, earlier in the stream, probably before you joined, I mentioned that I use multiple technologies together. Okay. And I can cover that a little bit more here in a sec. But I am streaming with StreamYard, except what you see when I am full camera. Okay. When my webcam is full screen, what you're actually seeing is OBS. So OBS is another platform that is installed on your computer. It is more like a vMix, more like an eCam, different but similar but different. And I am actually customizing what you see because I am doing it in OBS. So let me show you real quick and you'll see a little bit. So this is the OBS platform. This is OBS, okay, right here. So I set up different scenes. and I have the virtual camera turned on. And what that means is when I have that virtual camera turned on, everything you see in this little window right here is what will be displayed in my webcam. So if I go to Zoom, if I go to Microsoft Teams, if I go to Google Meet, if I go to StreamYard, and when I select my webcam, one of the options is going to be OBS virtual camera. So if you have like a Logitech 920 plugged in or an Elgato Cam Link with a Sony camera, you would see those options, but you would also see OBS virtual camera. And when you select OBS virtual camera as your webcam, everything you see here is what is displayed as you. So because of that, I can do all these different scenes. And so one of the scenes I have set up is a countdown timer that overlays over me, and it's transparent. All of this is designed basically and configured inside of OBS. So that's why now if I go to just me instead of sharing my screen, so here I am with that transparent timer, because that's what's over on OBS, as you see here. So that is how I have the transparent countdown in StreamYard. So as many of you know, StreamYard doesn't have a transparency feature like all the other, fancy ones do. It's very simple, but you can still make it freaking badass if you know how to connect or duct tape multiple platforms together, which is what I do when I use StreamYard. Everything you see as far as displaying comments and things like that, that's all StreamYard. I see all your comments right here in the StreamYard Studio. I'm able to pull those up. I'm able to display them. I'm using the overlays. I'm using the banners, all those features right inside StreamYard. The share screen feature, all StreamYard, because it's so freaking easy. However, I do like to have a little bit more of a customization to the way things look, and I do that with OBS. So there you go. In fact, let's see. My Stream Deck has decided to be annoying. And it's funny, India, I don't know if you're still watching. You made a comment earlier about how the Stream Deck will sometimes get wonky. Mine does too. In fact, I turned it all on today and the icons are weird. So like I can't read half the, oh wait, does this work? Yeah, see, look, now that's OBS being weird. Let me fix that. I think I can fix that. Fit to screen. Okay. Now I need to fix my fire. Wait, do I? Hold on. Yep, my fire's not right. This is what I mean when you go away and you're not live and you have to, that's not right. Hold on. There we go. Transform. I'm in OBS, by the way, and I'm just not even going to mess with it. All right, here we go. Now it works. There it is. Okay. There. So I did that in OBS, right? I did that in OBS, but my button's all weird on my Stream Deck, so I wasn't even sure if I was hitting the right button at first. Yeah, she's like, I'm still here. She's probably multitasking and listening. Okay. So what's up, Anthony? Hello. It's great to see you. So it's good to see you hanging out with us today. CK says, if I had a pre-made drink in the house, I would have either a mojito or a Moscow Mule. Moscow Mules are fantastic. I love Moscow Mules, but they go down a little too smooth and a little too fast sometimes. Kind of like mimosas on a Saturday morning. Usually I need a nap later if I start the day with mimosas. I'm just saying, but it is one of those things. Okay. Anthony is a big fan of good audio. I agree. Audio is key when it comes to creating good live streams. Speaking of audio, if any of you are wondering how I was able to do the music today, as well as in the background, even though you can now upload your own music into StreamYard and make that super easy, I use Elgato, Epidemic Sound. And it's actually, I need to change tabs here. So I'm going to pause the music for a sec. And I need to probably get to a point where I'm listening to the music because I have no idea what you all are hearing. I have no clue what music is playing. I do not know what it sounds like because I'm not in listening mode. So I'm going to show you this as well. I'm going to show you this, and then we're going to see if we can give this a try. That's what we're going to do. That's the goal today, is to open that thing up. I don't typically do... Yeah, oh, no music right now. Yep, I got to turn it back on. All right, let me get this all squared away here. Oh, I want that. I'm changing my audio settings here. Okay, so what we want to do is I'm going to share my screen again. Add it to the stream. And I'm using the Beacon Mix Create. So if I go back to me and I show you this view, this is the Beacon Mix Create right here. That's the device I'm using. It's not a perfect solution, but it is one that I've been using for a while. I like the device itself. It's really lightweight. I love it. I love the buttons. I actually love everything about it. I don't love the, I know. Oh, the music stopped because it ran out of the playlist. This is why you should listen when you play music, so you know what the hell's going on. So this device here might replace that device there. Not sure yet. We'll see. The Beacon is a new product. A newer product, still has some bugs, still being worked out. Those of you that are Mac users can't even use the Beacon. So you are like, yeah, whatever, Beacon is dead to me. The Elgato finally came out with the Stream Deck Plus. I knew it was coming. I knew it had to come because when the Beacon product came out, the thing that was so awesome about it is that you can basically create a virtual audio mixer, but it also came with hardware. So, 2 years ago, Elgato came out with the Wave 1 and Wave 3 microphones. They came out with the Wavelink software, which basically did that, except you had to use your mouse to control it. When Beacon came out with that, I was like, there's no way that Elgato is not going to respond with some sort of piece of hardware that will control the Wavelink app. And that is exactly what this is. That is exactly what this is. So like I said, for all I know, the Beacon Mix Create is going to become another thing that goes in that closet, which I've been organizing lately, where there's a lot of stuff. It's like the gear graveyard because I am a hoarder and don't like to get rid of gear. Or it's going to become a piece of the travel bag or a piece that maybe goes over to Doug's, my boyfriend, who literally lives a football field away, where I may start to stream over there too, so that I can be streaming from either place. So, in fact, I know India has 2 setups herself because she spends sometime, long weekends at her girlfriend's or long weeks at her girlfriend's. And so she needs a streaming setup both places. And so she gets that. She gets that whole, sometimes this is why it's good not to throw stuff away or sell it, because you never know where you're going to need a second set. Some of you are like, what? I'm not going to need a second set. So, okay, anyway. All right, so let me share what I've got going on here because you guys are probably wondering. So the Beacon Mix Create looks like this. This is the application. This is the software. And as you can see, my microphone is right here. So I can actually adjust that with the knobs and it will adjust the volume. And right now I'm outputting at 100%. It looks like I could almost come up a little bit on my volume. So I'm actually on my microphone going to turn my gain up a hair. I'm not talking like, if I were talking right into the microphone, it would sound amazing, but then I would have a microphone literally covering my face, clipping. Oh, it shouldn't be clipping. That's really weird. Clipping. Weird. Okay, thank you, James. Did it just start clipping? Oh, static. Why did it start staticking? Great. All right, let me listen to that. I'm actually going to listen to what you're listening to, static. What just changed? Did it just start? Because I didn't do anything. Now you're good. Okay, well, I adjusted my gain, and that's what happened. So, all right, this mic actually has a clip guard, but it's probably not activated because I am not using the Wavelink application, which is another benefit to why we should be thinking about the Stream Deck Plus, because it allows me to use the... Why is it back? This has been a thing, and it's when I share my screen. Did it go away? Did the clipping go away now? Because we have had this problem before. It's not like in the Beacon. I don't know if it's the Beacon because it did it with the Wavelink app. In fact, look at this thing. That is a Shure MV7 sitting there, not being used because it used to always do it with the Shure. And I was like, are you kidding? So I stopped using the Shure, thinking it was either the Focusrite or something else. And there you go. So who knows? Maybe it's actually not anything I thought before. Maybe I just need to buy a new computer. I don't think that's the solution, but I will tell you right now, bad audio is really annoying though. It's like static is bad. Okay, hold on. I just unplugged my, okay, now, Look at this. It's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Great. Okay, hold on. I might need a be right back screen, and I might just need to do a restart. So, okay. So we've wondered this before. If it was whenever I share my screen, for whatever reason, why does it not like that? And here's the thing. This computer is really powerful. It should not be a resource issue. That's all I'm going to say about that, honestly. Although I do have a few apps open because I'm out of practice and I probably should have closed a few things. No, that one's fine. That one's fine. That one I should probably quit. Yeah. Oh my God, I have a lot of things open. Maybe that's a problem. More like digital clipping and not analog. Yeah. So I literally had, okay, so here's the deal. I had this problem with the Wavelink application. So with the beacon, I've had the problem as well, but I swear to God, I thought it was the Shure. So now we are experiencing a similar issue here, which is very disheartening. I don't want to use that word. I'm not using that word. Nope, we're not going to let that word be part of what we're talking about. Why? Hold on. I got to fix something else. Anthony says you need eCam. It's not happening right now. Okay, Claire says, as someone newish on the live streaming journey, it's actually super helpful to see you working through the complications. You're great. Thank you, Claire. I've had that feedback before, and many people that are here hanging out with me know that sometimes it gets that way. So I do take pride in just sometimes peeling back the curtain and just playing, as I like to call it, tinkering, and letting everybody see me tinker. But then things like this happen and I get really annoyed. Like the whole static thing is a problem. Okay, so let's see if it came back for a moment. Okay. All right. Do not go anywhere. Everybody's going to stay right here. Personally, me, myself, I'm going to actually play some really corny, some really cheesy background music. And I'm going to be right back. I will be right back. I'm just going to restart and we're going to see if we can fix this bad boy because something is being funky and that's what you should do. So I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Promise me you're not going anywhere. Do not go anywhere because I will be back in like probably less than a minute and a half. Okay. You can go make a drink and come right back. So that's what we're going to do. Dance music cued. Be right back. Screen's coming on. I'll be right back. I was trying to go as fast as I possibly could, but I also didn't want to screw anything up. So, okay, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, and my music's over here. Okay. See, thank you, Claire. She's like, let's keep the conversation going. Where's everybody watching from? I love it. I love it. Okay, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for not leaving. How is my audio? Let me know if it starts clipping, right? Let me know if it starts clipping. Oh, I need to turn that music off. There we go. Okay. Okay. So again, one of the coolest things ever about StreamYard is I literally just restarted my entire computer and I was able to come back. So we are back. Music is loud. Okay. Now there should be no music. I turned it off. Well, maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. No music. All right. So ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so Claire, Sarah. I'll check it out. Yeah, okay. I like it. Okay, let's see here. Here's the deal. Here's what we need to do. We've got to get this Stream Deck out because I have the feeling it's one of two things. Something funky with my system that doesn't like virtual audio mixers, which we'll know, or it's the beacon. We'll see. But I had this issue before. I'll go back and listen to the replay to see if it sounds similar to the issues I was having before. But either way. Okay, let me pull up. I have a feeling, excuse me, I just burped. Oh, God, that was terrible. Let me see what all we've got here as far as options for. Okay, I'm going to start playing some music again. Ooh, see, those have lyrics. And whenever I'm doing background, I like to keep it instrumental because if you hear somebody singing and I'm also talking, that's a lot of voices and stuff. So it's my suggestion to you as well. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Loud. Let me turn that down for you. Okay. All right. We're back with music. Should be back with music. I'm about to plug this in. And when I unplugged the headphones, it didn't have a problem, but we're going to see if it's going to create a problem right now. So, that is, there we go. Okay. Could turn it up a little. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sorry. I blew your ears out at first. Okay. So let me share. I'll share what we got going on here again. Okay, so here's what you have. So Beacon Mix Create, right? Epidemic Sound. Okay. So sorry guys, I didn't have it turned down before I started playing it. So I can adjust the volume with my mouse, but I can also, as I mentioned earlier, adjust it right down there on the Beacon Mix Create. So on the device, which is what I can also mute it. So I just muted it. I just hit the button and I muted it. There you go. Technically, this thing should do the same thing, but it does require different software. So the Beacon, this is the Beacon software that we currently have going on. It's a lot. It's got a lot there. These are different channels that you configure. Basically, you set up what you want to work. Right now, Chrome, usually Chrome would show up right there, but browser is already configured to that. So I'm playing Epidemic Sound via Chrome. Chrome is playing in the browser, which is the channel you see here. And that's what I'm adjusting. When I adjust my knob, I can turn the volume down, I can turn it back up. And that's how I'm controlling background music. Those of you with like Rodecaster Pros and all those other things, you pretty much are doing the same thing, just with different stuff. Okay? So now that we're on the same page with that, yeah, okay. So that's how I'm doing this right now. What I wanted to try to do today is I wanted to try to bust this thing out and get it going. And I also just wanted to chat. I didn't even want to commit to too much. That's why I called it Cocktails and Conversations, because Where are my scissors? When you have a 13-year-old in the house, they just take everything. Typical Tyreek. Hello, it's good to see you. Okay, so usually I would have scissors and I would open this up a lot nicer. So anyway, my point is that I didn't want to like be like, this stream is going to be about the Stream Deck. It's an unboxing, blah, blah, blah. I don't do live unboxings like ever because I just quite frankly, they're kind of hard. I find them hard to do personally. And yeah, Creator Classroom, I need you to send me some scissors. Okay, the lid is off. The tape is done. How's the music level now, by the way? Is it too loud? Let me know. You actually didn't lose viewers while restarting. Impressive. Thank you, Marcus. I'm actually like pretty excited about that. Thank you all for sticking around. Definitely one of those things. Robin says her parents still blame her when they can't find the tape or scissors. I haven't lived there in decades. I'll be that mom. I'll be be texting my daughter. Be like, what's going on? Okay, let's why don't we do this? Why don't we let you see what I'm doing? Move this along. I gotta adjust a few things around here because it's a little funky. All right, let me move this out of the way. All right, so no, I do not have a bird's eye view for you, but you can see what we're doing. Now you can at least see what I'm doing here. This is probably instructions, which, yeah, it's exactly what it is. So we don't need those. All right, so pretty nice. It's in there pretty well. Elgato does a really nice job. I wouldn't call them like, I wouldn't compare them to Apple as far as packaging goes, but oh, this is a little heavier than I was thinking. But they definitely do a very nice job. That is a USB-C out into USB regular. Ooh, they've done a nice job with the cable. This cable feels good. I just said I wasn't going to do a live unboxing, and I'm basically doing a live unboxing. I'm like describing this stuff as I'm going here, but I can't help myself because they did a nice job. They did a nice job with the packaging. So, all right, here is this is the Beacon Mix Create in size comparison to the Stream Deck Plus. Very similar in size. The Beacon Mix Create is it's a lot lighter, I will say, which I like about it. I actually like that it's light. I don't know why. I like that it's light. It feels good. It still feels high quality. So yeah, this thing, I already know I've watched a lot of videos on it. A lot of creators have complained that this is not adjustable. You cannot change this. The old Stream Decks, you can take the top off the stand and make it flat if you want. This thing it is what it is. That's all you get. So there's that. All right. So it comes with 8 buttons and a digital screen and then some knobs, which have buttons that you can push, and they feel nice when you turn them. So that's good. They feel okay. Yeah, I am 100% unboxing. I said I wasn't going to unbox, and I'm freaking unboxing. All right, so Doug is coaching me along here. Appreciate it, my friend. He says, what does the Stream Deck Plus do? The Stream Deck Plus essentially, so the Stream Deck itself, this right here is a Stream Deck. It's essentially a box that has a bunch of buttons on it, and you can basically program all those buttons to do shortcuts. So, for example, I have buttons configured to OBS, and I hit a button and it automatically does something in OBS. For example, it's how I change to the timer. I hit the button and that changes those scenes automatically. And so that's a shortcut, right? So you can program all kinds of other shortcuts into your Stream Deck. The Stream Deck Plus, the difference here is that it has these knobs. That's the plus factor, right? So these knobs are going to allow me to adjust my lights, because I actually use Elgato Key Light Airs. And so I can program these knobs to adjust my lighting. I will also be able to program these knobs to the WaveLink application. What is the WaveLink application? The WaveLink application is software that comes free with either the Elgato 1, the Elgato 3, or a Wave XLR. Now, the Elgato Wave 1 and Wave 3 are USB microphones. What you are listening to me on right now is an Elgato Wave 3. This microphone right here. It's very small. It's very great. It's plug and play. You plug it in and it works. It works fantastically. I do have it on a shock mount, the Elgato Wave 3 shock mount. And also this is the Elgato low profile arm, so I can swing it out of my way when I do corporate work, which is too often. So that application comes with the Wave 1, Wave 3 free. Or if you have an XLR microphone like a Shure SM7B or a pod mic, a Rode pod mic, or any XLR microphone, there's a bunch of them out there, you will need an audio interface, which is an XLR interface. The most popular one out there is probably the Focusrite, the Scarlett, the Rodecaster. Those are interfaces. Elgato came out with their own interface called the Wave XLR. If you use that for your XLR microphone, you also can use the Wave Link application. What is the Wave Link application? It is a virtual audio mixer. It's basically what it is. If you have a Rodecaster, you would not need it because you have a hardware audio mixer that does almost all the same things. So, okay. Anna is here and she says, I'm coloring my hair to kill 10 minutes. I just opened YouTube and here I found a party. Yes, that's right, sister. We're here hanging out, having a party. These are starting to annoy the crap out of my ears. Okay, so, thanks. You can definitely tap on that like button, that love button, whatever you want to do. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of my cocktail because it's cocktails and conversations. It's supposed to be, but it hasn't been. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to plug this thing in and see if we can see what it's gonna do. Doug says, is it compatible with programs like Lightroom or Premiere Pro? Doug, is the Stream Deck compatible? If so, then it should be. I do not know if the knobs have functions or not, but it definitely, it definitely should. It should be compatible as long if the Stream Deck is compatible. This is compatible as well. It's less buttons, but it has the knobs. Something else, if you already have a Stream Deck, you can add the Stream Deck Plus and use both devices. And I know, Doug, you're not scared to have a bunch of devices, right? Tim is here. DeWitt 3D Canada. I remembered. It's Tim, right? I'm pretty sure it's Tim. Okay, so let's see. Here's what I'm doing. I'm just thinking out loud. I think I should probably turn off the music. I'm just wondering if as I install this, is it going to make the beacon wonky? You all just have to tell me if it makes it wonky. Okay? Tell me if it makes it wonky. The other thing that I haven't done that I probably should do, or I should have done, is download the Wavelink application. I literally uninstalled it because I didn't want too many audio devices. All right, let me plug this thing in. I gotta put it in the back. Dang it. Bear with me. I am like out of inputs. That's my problem, is I don't have enough inputs on my computer for all my devices. Okay, we're plugged in. We are going to plug in our Stream Deck Plus. And it should. Okay, I heard it in my ears. Literally, too many devices. No such thing. No such thing. There is such thing, but all right, nothing's happening here. All right. Stream Deck app. I'm going to open the Stream Deck app. Oh, new Stream Deck detected. I should probably be sharing my screen, yeah? You guys want me to do that? I would, but Do you want to copy the profiles from Mel's Stream Deck to your new Stream Deck? The answer to that is going to be no. And that is because I will not be using the same profiles. How would I when there's like so many more buttons on the other one? I want to share my screen with you all, but I don't because there's a lot of stuff. I can't move what it opened up on my main monitor and I can't move it and make it bigger. And there's a lot of files that you can't see. So I'm going to say don't copy. Now I'm going to switch it up and now I can share my screen. Whoops. Get in the right place here. Okay. Are you doing a local recording? I am actually not doing a local recording. Get a cal digit. I do need a cal digit. So I actually have a really cheapy thing, but I need to get a cal digit. A cal digit basically is like adding more inputs to your computer. Lack of inputs. Yeah. So we need cal digits. Okay. Let's keep going here. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So this is the Stream Deck Plus, right? This is the Stream Deck Plus. So I think now, all right. So that's not going to work. You can't see that. Let me do this. All right. So if you look here, I now have a Stream Deck Plus and then a default profile. But if I bet you Mel's Stream Deck, that's the other Stream Deck. So this is my main Stream Deck. So this is where I can make changes to all the things that are on there. And as you can see how it got wonky on me. Like I used to have these icons used to be better than what they are, and they're not really cool. So I got to clean up my Stream Deck. But Stream Deck Plus, we're going to the Stream Deck Plus. Okay. You see here we have some profiles that I can add to the Stream Deck Plus. So for example, if I want to, I'll just show you how this works. So those of you that do not have a Stream Deck and you're using certain things, you might want to consider it. If you're just using StreamYard and you're not planning to do anything, you may not need a Stream Deck. So don't let this create a FOMO situation where you go buy something you don't need. But I will show you how this works. So I'm just, those of you that were asking me about my OBS stuff. So I'm going to drag this function right here, scene. And as you can see, now the button is there. So I drug it over and now that button is there. So I haven't customized it yet. And I'm getting a circle of death, which sometimes happens with the Stream Deck. I swear to God, sometimes all these applications are full of bugs and they freeze up on everything. Let me see if I can get us back to where we want to be. So the problem with this is, now it's going to say Stream Deck not responding. This is why I do not like live unboxings, because honestly, in my opinion, whenever I mess with tech, things just don't work that great. That's it. But thank you, Creator Classroom. My fingers and phone don't work well together. I get that. I get it. It's okay. Creator Classroom, I would love to know what you're using your Stream Deck for. You said you're not using it for when you use it even when you're not streaming. What are you using it for? I'm going to see if I can do a forced quit on this app. Get us back in business. It's a Control-Alt-Delete for us PC users. All right, let's see. My CPU is actually going kind of crazy here. You know what I really just want to do? I just want to quit an app. Why is it like this now? I used to hit Control-Delete and it would just show me what was running and let me freaking change it, right? Drink more and you'll feel better. You see how my nose and my cheeks are getting red? It's because there's heat coming off of all the crap I got running on my desk right now. Claire says, I am 100% getting Stream Deck FOMO. Yeah, you can get it. Yeah, okay, Canva, cool. I have never explored using Stream Deck with Canva, but I have heard you can. I have not done that. That sounds super awesome. Do you have a video on that? Because I would like to watch it. Oh, I see what's going on here. Let me see if I can fix this. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. Task manager. There we go. Stream Deck. End task. Okay, that is now ended. Ended. I think I have a number of things that I should not be running right now. Wowzers. Again, I got a little out of sync with what I want. There's a lot of stuff running in the background. That's not cool. All right. But I did quit the Stream Deck. Now I'm going to open it back up and see if it's going to cooperate with us, because it wasn't. Happens. Those of you that have Stream Decks, does that ever happen to you? Yeah, see, I'm getting the blue circle of death again. Why am I still getting the blue circle of death? Wait, now it's okay. Select a key to configure. This happens to me all the time. I don't know why it does this. I have problems with this stuff. All right, whatever. This is actually why I don't do live unboxings. This is the reason right here. It's not fun for me, and it's probably not fun for you. The snip tool. Okay. The snip tool, like the snipping tool, because I use that all the time too. Stream Deck and Canva, right? Doug is like, what? I'm kind of thinking the same thing. A lot of keyboard shortcuts can be programmed, so any of those can be programmed into the deck for Canva. Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, what's up, Mike from Never Let the Machine Win? Is it machines or machine? I never remember. I use my Stream Deck with apps all the time because I can't remember all of the hotkeys in each app. There you go. CK, this is totally true. 100%. Y'all, it's like not working. This is what always happens to me. I swear I have so many problems with my Stream Deck application. Let's quit that task again. End task. There it went. I quit that. See, you're lucky. PC updates over the past few months have wreaked havoc on my computer. There have been many almost out the window moments. Ugh, yeah. Robin, didn't you get a new computer? I was thinking you got a new computer last year. I don't need no one to say you're complicated. Yeah, I use my snipping tool on my PC too. Well, Doug, aren't you lucky? He says, I've never had a problem with the Stream Deck. The only piece of tech that has been flawless for me. Yeah, it tends to freeze on me, which is what it's doing right now. And there's got to be a reason. It's either because I'm using it when I'm using something else. I'm not sure. Here's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to turn the music off. I'm going to turn that off because Chrome can be heavy. Don Moody's here. Hello. See, it's so fun to see some familiar faces. I use the Stream Deck during all my streamings, no issue. Yeah, okay. I'm not saying I have problems with it. It's when I go to make changes to it, for whatever reason, it gives me fits. It always wants to give me fits then. Stream Deck's versatile. I use it for opening applications, running repeat commands, and even doing email with this. So I actually have so many situations where I have a common response to things that I want to use that feature where you can basically, you can like basically program text, like automatic text, like copy and paste. Yeah. That's what I'm wondering. Too many things going on with processing. I don't have that many things, but I'm starting to feel like maybe something's going on. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to do that. And Don says, check to see if it needs updates. I actually was thinking about that too. See, David's having an issue with his pedal. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can, let's try this. I can tell you all right now, this Stream Deck Plus is not coming to life during this live stream. I just don't feel it. I don't feel like it wants to be nice like that. I'm going to change to my Stream Deck. Click. See? I go to click and it's going to do it again. Update. I can't even get to the update. Oh my God. Let's try this one more time. Okay. I am going to see if there's an update. This is why I don't do live unboxings. I've done it. I do a lot of live tinkering, and it's annoying. Yeah, everyone wants to know if it needs an update. Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm going to see if I can figure that out. So when I open it, here, I'll just show you all. This is what's going to happen. You're going to see what happens here. All right. Okay. So I've got my screen open, my second screen. I'm going to minimize OBS. I'll just go ahead and minimize that too. I'm going to open up the Stream Deck app. Which for whatever reason, oh, there it goes. Okay. It's open, right? Here we have it. I am not going to click on, I am not going to click on anything except the settings. And we're going to see. Okay, good. This is good. This is good. Check for updates. Software update. Claire's just you're being nice. This is hilarious. She's like, I actually think it's perfect. That's why I call it a hangout. It's just, we're hanging out. You're basically hanging out with me while I tinker around, right? As you all can see, it is giving me the blue circle of death. I'm telling you, this happens to me all the freaking time with the Stream Deck. It always has happened to me. It just doesn't like me. I don't know. There's the snipping tool right there. See? Right down there. See? It's just going to hang out. Perfectly imperfect. Claire's like, I still want one. They are pretty awesome when you learn how to use them. I will tell you that. Okay. Okay, let's just see here. Okay, let me think. I'm going to give this a few more minutes. And then literally Doug stopped watching. I know he did. He's cooking. He's making meatballs. That sounds really funny. Does that not sound funny? He's making meatballs. He's making meatballs because we like to hunt and we have a lot of deer meat and they are so good in meatballs. And that's his job. It's one of the one things that is like literally, I've never even made them. He always makes them. And that's what's for dinner tonight. She's doing the dishes. See, it's so funny. Okay. If anybody else has any other great ideas, then let's hear it. This is not going to be a problem. It's just annoying. Joanne's here. What's up, Joanne? You missed me trying to do a live unboxing, which I said I wasn't going to do. But, ooh, kale bowl for dinner. Yum. Yeah. They're so good, Doug. They're so good. Okay. Let's see. By the way, Doug, that mammoth buck that you've seen pictures of before, I'm going to get that scored like in the next week. So I have rebooted. I rebooted earlier, not since it was plugged in. I'm just going to open this one more time. See what it does. Device name. Check for updates. Standard. I feel like it's always updating it though. Let me close that. I'm actually going to go to the Stream Deck Plus, go to updates. I guarantee there's an update for it because, yep, a new version. Here we go. Before updating, please create a backup. Whatever. Install update. Okay. I'm doing an update. I'm doing it on my main monitor. Something I've definitely noticed is sometimes when I drag things to my second monitor, I do not know why it acts like it wants to be annoying. It is now giving me the option to set it up. Maybe that was the problem, everybody, is that it was now it's letting me go through the process of setting it up. Wait, no, that's just the Stream Deck. That's just letting me do an update. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Deer balls. That's hilarious. Mike, don't be. what do we call that? Sophomore humor. Joanne, I have missed being here as well. And that is going to change because it's just not an option for me to not be here. So even if it's random like tonight, it does not want to do anything. It's sitting here. Usually when you do, oh, I see why. Never mind. I got to tell Windows it's okay. Yes. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so it wants me to close OBS Studio. So hang on. This will be fine. Close the applications and attempt to restart them. Do not close applications. They will be required. Okay, hang on a second, everybody. I'm going to toggle back to my webcam in a sec. Give me just about 10 seconds here. See, that didn't take very long. Okay. Now it's working. So now I am raw. I am raw. This is just the capture device, which is a Black Magic A10 Mini. And that's what you're seeing right now. So this is doing an install right now. The Stream Deck just says Elgato right here. So I think maybe I got premature and it probably needed an update. Not totally sure, but now we'll know. Technically, that really shouldn't just break it. It shouldn't just not let it work. Let's see. You know what's funny is, Joanne, I don't use the Stream Deck with StreamYard because of the way I use StreamYard, and I just don't. I haven't done it, but not that I shouldn't. Joanne says I need to get my Stream Deck out of the box. Yeah, you do. Like right now. SCK. I was talking about how Doug is making venison meatballs for dinner. And so I will hang out here a little bit longer, see if we can get this thing at least somewhere. And then it's taking forever. It's probably because everything I have running right now. But I was saying the venison meatballs are what's for dinner tonight. So then Mike got funny and cheeky and said deer balls, which I think is funny. Okay. Joanne says, I did break my Canon M50 out of the box and made good use of it. Thanks to your encouragement, Melanie. Well, finally, good, because that thing is a great webcam if you want to use it that way. Fantastic. Now, do you have the Canon M50 original or do you have the Canon M50 2? Do you have the 2? Wow, this is taking forever. Yeah, venison meatballs, CK. Venison meatballs. So here's what I think is going to end up happening. Okay. I do want to say this one more time. I am going to be live on Friday on StreamYard's profile. Okay. So I'm using StreamYard, but I will be live over on StreamYard's channels twice a month. Basically the first and third Friday of every month. That is the current plan. It will change every once in a while based on, I'll be having a lot of special guests on the show. And so if somebody can't do a Friday and they have to do a different day, then we'll change the schedule. But it's a marketing show. It's basically about maximizing your marketing with live video. But we're going to be talking about podcasting. We're going to be talking about email marketing, like list building, like anyone who is out there. So one thing that at least I feel and I see is that there are a lot of people creating content, but they're having a hard time turning the corner from a business standpoint or from a money-making standpoint or a monetization standpoint because they are not doing the other marketing efforts, right? We're creating content, which is great, but to make this really go deeper or be a bigger deal, there should be other things you're doing. For example, everybody here should be creating lead magnets and creating an email list so that you have control of your audience. And I think a lot of people aren't doing that. And so we're going to be talking about all kinds of things like that. Podcasting. Should you be doing a live stream of your podcast? We're going to be talking about how you now with the StreamYard on air feature, which is basically a webinar feature, should you be creating virtual events? Like there's so many things. Doug was talking about earlier how he used StreamYard for his virtual event. He kind of had a virtual summit. So that's what the show is about. So last year, the last 2 years, by the way, this install just looks frozen to me. I mean, look at this thing. Really? It's just hanging out. What a flop. What a flop. But so the show is I wanted to change it. So we used to do it was called Ask StreamYard, which we've repurposed that title. And really, it was the old show was take a user question or a common question from the audience, and do a live stream about it. And so I would answer the question. So a question would be, can you what's the best way to share pictures on your live stream? And then I would talk about sharing pictures, and I would talk about how to do it, and I would show you how to do it. It was fun. It was great. But we were ready to diversify what we were doing. And I say I do not work for StreamYard. I am a partner for them. I'm a paid content contributor, but I am one of their streaming partners. And so, but I say we because I'm in the planning meetings and I just feel like I'm so passionate about what they're doing. But anyway, the point is that we wanted to do it different. So we took a step back from a lot of the things they were doing, took a break, and we're ready. We're ready to kind of get a show going again, but we changed it and we're having Dan engage. We repurposed their Sunday town halls and we're now calling that the Ask StreamYard show, which I think is perfect because they are StreamYard. And so my show is going to be about marketing. It's maximizing your marketing, live streaming, but what else do you need to be doing? How do they go together? How can you get more people to come to your live streams? Just it's about maximizing everything you're trying to do. So it's a little bit more of a marketing show, less about live streaming specifically. It's definitely about live streaming, but it's about all the other things too. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. So literally the creator classroom, it is hanging out like we are. Like, what is happening here? Okay, hold on. I just got a thing. It just said, that's weird. Okay, it says, it's still trying to say OBS needs to be closed. Did I not close it correctly? Oh, this could be all my fault. I don't show OBS as open. Close the applications and attempt to restart them. Do I have to restart it? Okay, this is what it says. The following applications are using files that need to be updated by the setup. You can let the setup wizard close them and attempt to restart them or reboot the machine later. Let's reboot the machine later. Oh my God, I was the one holding it up. Look, now it's going. You guys, oh, there was my news app. Look at that. Ridiculous. Okay, finish. It's now here. What is it going to do? Is it going to freeze on us? Should we try it? Is it worth clicking and trying? I just almost want to like click one of these knobs. Okay, this feels good, you guys. This feels pretty good, Melbrain. I know. It happens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Doug, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay, so here we go. This looks promising because I'm clicking around and it's not freezing. So, okay, let's program one of the we're going to program a light because I don't have Wavelink installed. I'm going to have to install Wavelink, I think. Yeah, I know I am. Okay. Or am I? Should I try it? Adjust the brightness. That's what we're going to do. Adjust brightness. And then it didn't do anything. It's not doing anything else. Oh! Blue wheel of death. This is what I run into. Okay. Hang on. We're gonna see what happens here. We're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna close it and we're gonna open it back up. This is ridiculous. By the way, I promise, will it work? It's like the Will It Float show. All right, so literally, hang on now. I don't know why I have a good feeling about this, but I do. I think it might be Control Center. Yep, Control Center is there. Oh, look, what do you know? Check it out. It did work. I don't know why it froze, but there it is. I mean, it's there and it's showing on the device now. Okay, let's click it. No. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Oh, there's the, oh my God. So I have a feeling, I don't know why, I do. I have a good feeling that after a restart, this thing's going to actually work like it's supposed to. But this is kind of ridiculous. Okay, just I want to try one more thing. Rejected. All right, hold on. I mean, guys, this is annoying. Okay. All right. There it is. Here it is. Question is, yeah, right? I know this really makes me want to get it. I gotta think about this for a second. So control center. So now I have all these other options, but I don't. So, okay, my thought is this. I should be able to click this icon and then it will let me configure the icon. So I wonder if it's going to let me do anything to any of these others because it was freezing when I was clicking on these others too. So for example, these ugly icons, they're ugly, they're ugly, they're ugly. But when I click on one, see, it's not going to let me do that either. Is it because I don't have OBS open? This is starting to get insane. All right, we're going to try one more thing. We're going to try one more thing, and then we are going to not throw in the towel, but we're going to realize that it could just not be the right say no to ugly icons. Marcus, they didn't used to be ugly, but I swear, even I'm probably doing it all wrong, but I swear it like always, every so often, it'll just decide to make them ugly again. All right, OBS is open. I'm actually curious. Yeah, that it is not going to be friendly. Hang on. Hang on, everybody. Okay. All right. So blue circle. That would be a funny yeah, it's not happening. Not happening, everybody. The Stream Deck is pissed. The Stream Deck is mad at me. Don't know why. Yeah, and then it freezes and it never does anything, and then I have to just end the task. So, that's what we're gonna do. So, here's what's gonna happen. Next steps are this. I am going to restart, strip stuff down. I do think that I 100% like this computer is strong enough. It should be strong enough. It's a really great computer. However, I do think that I need to do some just cleaning up of it. So sometimes when you use, you install new applications or you start getting, you start just like, for example, a silly thing, right? The Elgato Facecam Pro. I decided I wanted to check that camera out. Well, guess what it comes with? It comes with an application. And that application actually will automatically run. So and now you Mac people are probably like, it's not a problem for me on a Mac. Well, I'm a PC person, so it is what it is. Here, anyway, regardless, my point is that when you are out of sync with constantly keeping your computer clean, it can get kind of cluttered like a closet can, and it can be sneaky cluttery. So for example, I had some background apps running that I didn't realize were running. I have a lot of background processes running that I need to figure out like what is going on? Why is all of this happening? Now, either way, the usage is not terrible. So my computer is not like dying, but it's busy. And so I need to probably to spend some time cleaning that up. I also need to not try again. This is actually one of those processes, one of those things I don't like to try to do live, because when you're streaming and then you're trying to configure something that controls part of your streaming stuff, they tend to kind of get mad at each other. And so what I need to do is just not do this live. So I need to strip it all down, get the Stream Deck corrected, get it working, and then come and do another live and talk about the device and show you the device and show it in action after it's already configured. Really, that's really what needs to happen here. So with that being said, yes, it's a dirty closet right now. Basically, I have a dirty closet and I need you to let me go clean the closet. I promise not to take forever to do it. And then we're going to hang out again and we're going to do this again. But I want to talk to you a little bit about just a last kind of piece of this real talk that I wanted to have is, I've not been live, as I mentioned. I've not been live consistently like at all. However, I've been thinking about it constantly. And I will say this is freeing for me to be able to jump in here, go live, talk to you. I can't tell you how much it warms my heart that not only you guys are here in general, you've shown up, and also so many of you are here and you've just been hanging out with me, like Claire. I mean, she's just been hanging out and watching while she's multitasking, and that makes the world of difference for me right now. Creative Classroom, thank you. Marcus, you're still here. CK's here. Mike is here. So many of you are here. Doug is here. And I just got to say, that is what I've missed the most. What I've missed the most is you. And I have been thinking about this so much and trying to figure out what does my channel need to be like? What does it need to feel like? What does it need to change to? What does it need to evolve to? And I don't want it to just be about live streaming, because I think many of you that have been hanging out with me for so long, when I get passionate and I get deep, it's not just about live. Live video is one of my favorite ways for you all to put yourself out there and to connect with people. And 100%, I believe that is one of the most impactful ways that you can grow and build a community of your own. But there's so much more to it than that. When I spoke at Vid Summit last year, and my speech was about basically really truly getting authentic, and that authenticity is not a buzzword, and that it's really, why aren't we authentic, and why are people struggling with being authentic, and why do people struggle with creating content in general? And it's all fear-based. And my number one objective is to help people just embrace what they're scared of, and then they can overcome it. So many of us try to run from what we're afraid of, or we try to be above it, or we're not willing to admit it, or quite frankly, it's hard to figure out why we're scared. And so we just keep avoiding it, but that inhibits our progress. And so much of what I talk about is that live streaming is just one of the vehicles that is like my favorite vehicle. So all of this being said, my point is that what you're probably going to start to see in this channel is a little bit more content around that. Still fun things about Canva, cool things you can do, tech and gear, and just having fun with it all, because I do truly love to make tech fun. And I like to make it approachable, because it needs to be something that you're not scared of. It needs to be something that empowers you to create more content. And so I do love I still will talk about those things, but I need to take my own advice, and I need to coach myself the way I coach you and the way I coach my people. And I need to let myself figure this out while I'm figuring it out. And that is what's interesting, is that action creates clarity. That, not you all, but many of you know that is like the thing I focus on, especially when I coach others, is get into action. Don't try to be perfect, because you will get clarification. You will get clarity. You will get confirmation. You will learn what you need to change through taking action. You don't learn it by learning. You learn it by taking action. You learn, but you got to implement. You got to do things, and you figure out the messy stuff. And you might think that you want one thing, but then when you start getting into action, you might realize you should be doing something else. And so that's really what I need to be doing. And I need to get comfortable with this new evolution of what I'm going to be talking to you about and what my content's going to be about. And I got to trust that those of you that want to be here for that evolution will stay. And those of you that don't, you won't. And that's fine. We all have to get okay with that. So I just wanted to say that as I kind of think through the next steps. So you will see me. You'll see me soon. I can't say that it'll be scheduled. I can't say that it'll be routine or consistent, because that's not the season I'm in right now. I got to just do it when I can do it. And so You're all probably already subscribed. Don't even need to ask you to do that, but that's how you'll know when I'm live, just like you all did tonight. So thank you again for being here. I super appreciate all of you so much. And literally all of you. It's just been such a joy to be here and not be talking to myself. So thanks for being here. And hey, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back soon. I'm gonna figure this damn stream deck out and then I'll show it off to y'all because I know it's a great device because everybody talks about it and people I trust love it, talk about it all the time. So that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna figure it out. But meanwhile, come hang out with me over on the StreamYard channel this Friday. 2 o'clock Eastern time is when I'll be live talking marketing. So I'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody. Oh, I got to get to the right thing. See, I'm out of practice. I wasn't clicked on the right thing on my thank you for watching. So thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.